This is a picture of our existing financial system. As you can see, it has a bunch of logos of all the different financial institutions. And they represent all the things we need to interact with on a day-to-day basis in order to make purchases, both large or small. This ranges from an energy drink, groceries, to even bigger things like buying a car or a house. Eventually, even bigger things like buying resources from nation states, who has the lithium that we need or whatever it is, or aluminum. Now, that system has been existing for a long period of time. That whole system is being replaced by two technologies. One, it's Bitcoin, and the second layer above it would be the Lightning Network. Now, there's a bunch of people that will debate that that's not the case and the current system is fine. I don't know what to tell you. Before we even get into like the new technology and so forth, let's kind of take a tour of the existing system. Say you want to open a bank account, and you're going to need a bunch of stuff. They require these things, but typically, these are some of the things that you would need. You need one, a minimum deposit. Two, you'd need two forms of identification, driver's license or whatever. Three, you usually need a social security number or a national identification number, depending on the country you're in. Some banks require a little bit more information, so now it'll get into what are your expected deposits per month. They might need a utility bill to confirm your address. Where do you work? And how much do you work? These are the requirements to open a bank account. These are typical. You have to present this information. And if everything checks out, they'll open a bank account for you, right? And that's fine. Similarly, Bitcoin has something that you consider an account number. It's what you call the public address, right? And that is where your Bitcoin will be stored. And the password to your public address is what you call a private key. And that's the password to get into your account, right? So let's go over that. Your account number in the old system is equal to your Bitcoin address in the new system. Your password in the old system that you put in your smartphone is equal to your private key in the new system. Now, anyone that wants a Bitcoin address can get one. There are various methods to acquire, and which I won't really get into this video. Just understand that there's no restriction as to who can have a Bitcoin address. Bitcoin addresses are plentiful. They are as unique as grains of sand in the universe. Now, what I want you to do is look at this graphic. Observe the three columns. The first column, the one on the extreme left, consists of the traditional financial system. Now, I picked some well-known brands to show, but it'll be different based on the country you're from. But these are the financial institutions generally that people are familiar with. In the second column, the middle column, is where we birthed the new financial system, which is Bitcoin. This got expanded in 2016 to include the Lightning Network, which rides on top of Bitcoin. The same Bitcoin, just a layer above, that allows you to have faster and cheaper transactions. The third column on the extreme right is what I call a distraction. This is the cryptocurrency section. Popular coins like Ethereum, meme coins, copycats of Bitcoin exist in that column. There are approximately 22,000 plus cryptocurrencies whose sole purpose, in my opinion, is to keep software engineers employed, scammers scamming, and most of them serve no purpose other than satisfying the need for gambling. It's kind of like playing slots at the casino. Let's ignore the third category for now and look at the first two, which is the legacy financial system and Bitcoin. Bitcoin exists to do one thing. It's there to remove trusted third-party transactions. And I put that in them air quotes because you don't need a third party to do transactions anymore. We don't need them anymore. And to be frank, nobody trusts the bank. We just, for a long period of time, didn't have any options. We just had to deal with them and all the bullshit that comes with dealing with these financial institutions. Getting rid of the third party is Bitcoin's sole purpose. And it does that very well. Very well. And it's very deliberate, but it's very slow. Approximately 7 transactions per second. Now the Lightning Network was developed to fix all that problems, which it does very, very well. I've used it and it's pretty good. Now what does that mean? It means these two technologies exist to eliminate everything you see in the first column. Now, I'm not joking when I'm saying it's there to eliminate it. I'm not being facetious. I'm not exaggerating. That is a threat. That is the threat everyone in column 1 faces. The people at the very top of these organizations are getting replaced by a piece of technology that has no leader, that cannot be turned off, and that anyone can use. Now just imagine what does that mean? You are, say, on the board of Western Union or one of these big financial institutions, JP Morgan, and people are able to do transactions between each other for pennies on the dollar without them going through your system. With global adoption, no one is going to be paying 10% to do remittance from one country to the next. Currency conversion is going to be pennies on the dollar. From one bank account to the next bank account. From one Bitcoin address to the next Bitcoin address. The need for a third party doesn't exist anymore. What is needed is an interface between the customers and the blockchain. What is needed is systems that connect both the old financial system and the new financial system. Once again, I reiterate, the need for a third party doesn't exist anymore because the blockchain itself becomes the third party for all of us to verify transactions. Now, this has serious ramifications on the world as a whole. Understand the negative reports you hear about Bitcoin are probably funded by these people that know they're being replaced. Their very existence, powerful positions of influence will suffer under a Bitcoin-backed financial system. No more dirty little tricks, unreasonable fees, money manipulation. They are done. This new system is a free-for-all, a free market system, open source. Anyone can build on it. The legacy systems, the days of the legacy system, those days are numbered. People have to understand, if the existing financial system was doing a good job, no one would invent Bitcoin. Yeah, they cannot stop the inevitability of Bitcoin. It gives the people an option to opt out of financial slavery. Everyone has that power now. But guess what? Most people don't know they have it. So when you hear people talk about Bitcoin, always look at it from this lens. You got Bitcoin in the middle as a new financial system. On the left is the old legacy system. On the right is cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are distractions. Legacy financial system, because the nature of it is legacy, it's the old way of doing things. And what will emerge is Bitcoin. Remember, people, I want you to treat crypto as a casino. It is a distraction to hide you from. The banks aren't in control anymore. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and there are many ways to support the channel. Links are in the description. I'll see you in the next video.